Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett, and I am back.
I'm Josh, and I'm still here.
Alex.
This is episode 93.
Alex, your mic's not on.
Oh, there it is.
Holy crap. Should we start over?
No, I think
No,
that's
I think
a
it's
blooper.
okay.
We should keep it in.
Okay.
I was wondering why I sounded kind of weird.
Didn't you do a mic check?
I know, that was weird because I was totally talking to you beforehand on the microphone, and it was working.
Okay, anyways.
So anyways, let's talk.
If you listened or watched last week, you might have been thinking when you saw our guest, you might have been thinking, because I was not there.
No, you
But
weren't.
it's
Yeah.
all good. I had an emergency that pops up every now and then, an auto emergency. So thank you to Quentin for filling in on short notice.
That was his first time on a podcast, too.
I think he did a good
pretty
job.
well. Yeah.
We had some good laughs.
Oh, my gosh. Holy cow. Anyways, welcome back, Brett.
Thanks.
This is this is 93, and I got a little announcement for you guys.
What?
Oh,
This is our 100th recording.
nice.
Like, technically our...
Yes.
Counting the aftercast.
With Aftercast and the Xbox 360 celebration.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is our
Which technically
100th.
is an aftercast before they existed.
Right, because I came up with that idea like a couple weeks after. I was like, oh, we got the podcast. What about after the podcast?
Yeah.
The Aftercast. So let's start
Let's
this
jump
off.
right in. Let's talk about the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Saturday was not necessarily the day to watch exciting football.
Sunday was
Sunday
awesome.
was crazy.
Not only was the AFC exciting, but the NFC was so thrilling.
I understand that everybody outside of Boston hates the Patriots,
Oh, yes.
but it would not surprise me if the Patriots don't win this game.
Really?
Yeah. At the same time, the Patriots are the Patriots. They can beat anybody.
They can cheat anybody.
Well, possibly.
Is what you should say. The Vikings. Let's move
I
to the
knew that
NFC.
was coming to that.
Yes, very much so. The Vikings deserve a Super Bowl win more than
Nobody
anybody.
deserves a win.
Okay, earned, I should say.
Earning is okay.
Yes.
That's better.
I think with Case Keenum and Stephon Diggs and Thielen, they have a wide receiver set with the quarterback. Like it is perfect. And then you got McKinnon and Murray on the Vikings, and they are fantastic running backs.
Okay.
I mean, they have earned their spot where they're
Well,
at.
they've earned their spot, but that doesn't mean that they're entitled to anything.
I didn't say they were entitled. I said that they deserve it.
That's the same thing
No,
as entitled.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
You say it.
I agree with Brett.
Fuck you! Fuck that! No.
I get what you... Our language, like, I get what you're trying to say.
Minnesota is
Yeah.
known for screwing up the
No.
third and fourth quarter
Yeah.
of
We'll
get to
every
that.
single game. Yeah, why don't we do it now?
Because I'm not done about the
What?
possible
Okay,
Super Bowl.
okay.
If Jacksonville goes to the Super Bowl, this will be most likely be a terrible game
What?
Why?
because I find it unlikely that they can score 45 points again.
Does it matter? The points?
I'm just saying, as far as an exciting game goes, it won't be one.
So to you, scoring is exciting.
That is part of it, yes. Did you watch the Jacksonville Buffalo game?
No.
It was awful.
I was
Awful.
working on the podcast at the time.
That's what
so,
I know. Well, that's what I mean. It's scoring's not everything, but if there is scoring, it's more exciting. Last year's Super Bowl was crazy because of all the scoring early by the Falcons
Yep.
and then late by the Patriots.
Yeah, it was a good
If
Super
you watch
Bowl.
a defensive struggle in a 10-3 game,
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
stinks.
It's boring.
now.
Now, can we talk about the Vikings?
Now we can talk about the Vikings.
Okay,
Yay!
so first I want to... Sean Payton, the coach of the Saints, he thought that he had this game in the bag, which who didn't? Who didn't think that this game was over?
I'm glad that you said that
Yeah.
because I watch more football than you two.
Mm-hmm.
It is impossible for the Saints to lose that game.
It was
Yes.
it was nigh impossible. If Stephon Diggs would have caught that and walked out of bounds, they still had a chance
They
for
still
the
had a
field
chance,
goal.
they
but
would-
he would have fucked it up.
Well, they could have kicked a field goal and won.
Well, first of all, the kickers for Minnesota are known for missing
Yes,
pressure.
that's the thing.
Blair
is,
Walsh 2 years ago.
Yes.
The fact that Marcus Williams, the Saints safety, ducked his
Yeah.
shoulder
Mm-hmm.
instead of just all he had to do was stay in front of Diggs, and Diggs is going to go out of bounds.
Yep.
Yes.
And he wasn't even deep enough to make a decent field goal because
Yeah.
they still were backed up pretty far.
Yeah.
So the fact that he ducked and he's the free safety. The one thing that coach would have said, the defensive coordinator of the Saints would have said, do not let anybody get behind you.
Yep.
And he runs
Well,
up
he's a
there.
rookie, right?
He is a rookie.
Okay.
He runs up there and he just ducks when Diggs jumps up to catch this ball.
Now, due to that, people are thinking that this game was rigged.
Well, that's possible.
it could also be natural human reaction to like just go, oh shit.
Well,
There's somebody jumping over me.
That's interesting that you say that, because they also probably told him, do not interfere. Do not make a pass interference call, because the game cannot end on a defensive penalty. So the Vikings would have gotten untimed down. So he might have been thinking, crap,
If I touch him.
I don't want to touch him. He's probably going to run out of bounds. I'll just duck. You know?
Yeah.
And Diggs, it's not enough that he just caught it. He made a really good move.
He
Almost
did.
fell down and caught himself and ran it in. So
that leg that
just
kicked out of bounds.
It was like a short breath of, oh my God, I'm not out of bounds. I can go.
I'm not out of bounds, and I haven't fallen down. So let's go.
Like, can you imagine catching that ball and then realizing where you're at, and then just seeing the end zone?
Yeah.
Like
People.
So I've even the sports shows that I listen to, this is darn near impossible, and nobody's ever seen anything like it.
That's why it's called the Minneapolis Miracle.
Yes. Yeah. In the years that I've watched football, which has not been many, but it's always, and you know, maybe I'm bad luck too.
Well, the last playoffs game you watched with the Vikings was against the Saints, and
was it the Saints?
Yes.
Oh my God.
With
Let's not
Peterson's
talk about
fumble.
that yet.
Okay.
I will get to there.
Okay.
We'll get to there. You can't talk to Vikings fans when it's that.
Well, they're watching it.
No,
while they're
my
watching
sister and
their
my mom
game.
kept trying
they
to
keep
talk
on saying,
to us and-
"Oh, let's do this for good luck." It's like, shut up!
Like, we were
please just let us watch this game.
Josh was so silent. Like, he was sitting on the chaise, like all curled up, pretty much, just looking at his phone, then looking at the TV. And then I even tried holding his hand at one point. Like the last couple plays, he's like, "Just don't touch me.
Don't touch me while I'm
And
watching the Vikings."
I could not. I was either sitting down and then standing up and then pacing and then sitting down and then kneeling and then, like, I was just like all over the place.
You want to talk about your injury?
Oh yes, I do. I have.
That was the first touchdown of the night too. First quarter.
First quarter, McKinnon ran in for the first touchdown for the Vikings because he's on my fantasy. I follow him a lot and like
Follow
what he
the
does.
players.
And I was like, he was going in. And I'm like, oh my God, that's my boy! And I was standing behind or in front of my mom's fireplace, which is made out of cement, like most fireplaces are. And I kicked my heel up and I kicked my mom's fireplace, and I have like this nice injury on the back of my heel.
She's like, "It's my boy!" Bam!
Bam! And I was like, oh! I was just like overly excited because we were like super intense about this game, and I was like, and they've already got a first touchdown.
Yep.
And then I hurt myself.
Along the lines of what that game put you through, they were up big at halftime.
They were. I was super excited. They were
starting
17-0.
to piss away their lead.
Well, this is what I told.
That's Drew Brees. He's a Hall of Famer. He's really good. He's done that before. So, he's a free agent after this year, but everybody expects him to be back at least another year.
You got a little fuzzy thing on your mic. Look at your mic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't want you to inhale that.
What the hell, Quentin?
No, I switched mics. That's your mic.
Yeah. Anyways, as a Vikings fan,
What the hell,
Vikings fans, that we are totally used to. The Vikings usually get a big head the first half of the game. Third quarter, it's like they do this every single time. Every time there's a big win on the line. And third quarter, they throw it all away. And then fourth quarter, it's just, we're used to just having this. That's not going to happen.
Well,
it's not going to happen.
I'm going to quote
They're
my
fucking
brother.
it up.
I'm going to quote my brother.
Oh,
because he had the best phrase right after this game, because
Yes.
right as soon as it happened, my brother said, "I still can't believe it. It isn't the Vikings if I'm not let down with heartbreak in final seconds."
Yes, that's how it is. It's just, oh my gosh, you get so revved up that first half, and then the second half, it's like, and they just threw it away. Keenum and Diggs make that play, and we are like jumping up and down and yelling and can't believe it. And I'm just like waiting for a flag to happen. Yep. That was the best play and the best ending of a football game. If that's the way football was every single time, I'd watch it more.
A Saints fan got so angry about this game, he threw his 65-inch TV off his balcony. There's a video of it on YouTube.
Of course there is.
How ridiculous. I mean, I can get really mad, but I'm not going to destroy something that
there are some people
I put money
that
into,
need to be in anger management.
Yeah, like his girlfriend was like, "No, stop! Don't! What are you doing?" And he had to put the TV down to open up his patio door and then lift it back. It's like, what? Why? What are you proving there?
Some people have to be physical. There was so many people, like all these videos are coming out of reaction videos and stuff from the end of this game. And one of my favorites is in a beat-ups, and people are standing on tables and servers are clapping. Like everyone, it just feels like
feels amazing. So, Case Keenum.
Yeah. I love him.
Him leading that skull chant was
that was
so
amazing. That felt like the end of a movie or something.
Yes. Seeing that chant and him leading thousands of people, and
I
that
know.
clap
It
was
was
just
so-
like the Daniel Bryan movement.
Yes, it was like yes. Yeah, it was amazing.
Alex is all smiles.
I want to go to a football game.
No, you don't.
So Apple Watches.
Oh, so apparently when that play happened, people were getting notifications on their Apple Watches. It thought they might have had a heart attack because it went from a low
Oh, because it was.
beats per
Are
minute
you
to a
serious?
It spiked all of a sudden in an instant.
I could
and
see
people were
that.
like, "Are you okay? Did
Oh
you?"
my gosh.
We noticed there's some irregularities in your heartbeat.
Are there people monitoring Apple Watches?
No, but it has a fitness
It has-
thing.
it has
It's just like a Fitbit.
So it just
Yeah, like a
said,
Fitbit.
"Hey, by the way, your heart rate's up. You
Yes.
better go sit down."
Yeah.
I can't sit down. I can't even move right now. I'm numb.
Well, there's a record broken right there. First.
Most Apple Watches with heart attack conditions at once.
I saw some meme that said first time record broken for most people to yell "Holy shit" in the world.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't think I said a holy shit, but I did. I was kind of lounged.
I
and
think you said
jumped
holy
up
shit.
and I go, "Whoa!"
It's a great reaction.
You know what? I might have said holy shit.
I couldn't type. I
I
couldn't
couldn't.
text.
I was like, that's why I was like, Brett, make a Twitter. I can't type right now.
I really want to talk about Hawaii. There was a big fuck up on their part. Do you have that information, Alex?
I do.
Do you want to do Hawaii first?
Yeah.
We'll start
I do.
from west and go east. We got some states to talk about.
Yeah. Early morning in Hawaii.
Yep, Saturday.
At, I think it was 8:07 is when it came. Oh, 8:10 a.m. Phones started blowing up for
Like
people.
exploding?
No, alert. No.
Alerts.
Alert,
Alerts started.
Brett.
Just suddenly people's phones. You would have heard something about that, I'm sure.
There was an alert that went out at 8:10 a.m. in Hawaii, lighting up phones with people still in bed, and it said ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill.
Oh, I think I did hear something.
And the
about that.
and the TV service.
Oh, and
was
it went
doing
off
that
on
too.
it went out on radios and TV as well too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it took, I think we read it took like 45 minutes for it to go away. Like, so it was on there for
So
a
it was
long
just
time.
was it their emergency broadcast system?
Yeah.
So what ended
Messed
up
up?
happening?
Someone-
Okay, so it was as simple. This is how bad it was. It was as simple as someone clicking a wrong button
On a computer.
on a computer.
Maybe you should
and they
make
even
that.
you can even see it. One of the people that we watch that we always plug all the time is Philip DeFranco. He has like a video or something where it shows there's
And-
a drop down menu that has two options. One that says like it's not a drill, and one says that it's a test. And he clicked with a button.
Not a drill.
But what happens is if you go back and you say, "Oh, I fucked up. I pushed the wrong one."
There's no reverse
There's
system.
no reverse system.
Ugh.
You can't shut it off.
So they
Seems
implemented.
like they need to redo that system.
They
They did. They did in like a couple days.
Surprised
They-
it hasn't happened more often.
See, and that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
that's what they're saying. Now they have someone who sends it, and another person,
person
that
authorizes it.
confirms it
Yeah.
and says yes. This
I mean-
is really
But can
happening.
you imagine?
Every human can make a mistake. I mean,
Well-
seems like a very easy way to make a mistake.
Within moments of the first announcement, people flocked to shelters, crowding highways.
Panic.
Emergency sirens wailed in parts of the state, adding to the panic.
I'm sure.
There was one video that went viral on Facebook. It was a guy that he was out golfing in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
In the morning, and then did a Facebook Live that pretty much said, "You know what? I'm out. I know I'm here. I know you guys know I'm here. I'm out golfing, and I just had a really good game, and I think I'm just going to continue and go out with a good game."
Yeah.
Like he just pretty much accepted it and said, "Fuck it. I'm
You
just
know
going
what,
to
if
keep playing
that's-
golf."
That's what you love to do, and you want to go out doing what you love.
But I
Right.
mean, there was so many different Facebook Live stuff where people were freaking out and they sending prayers and stuff to their friends and family, and it just all this emotion and all of that for nothing. I mean, that's some PTSD shit right there.
Oh yeah.
Could be.
Like, can
Yeah.
you imagine getting that alert? I mean, everyone's got a phone.
Oh, yeah.
So whether or not you have a phone, everyone around you is going, "Oh my God, we need to go somewhere." Like, where
Yeah.
do you go? Have you ever had a drill?
No.
I've never had a drill. Have you had a drill?
Nope.
We don't know what to do.
Well, apparently they did it in schools a lot in the
Yeah, you hit under your
70s.
desk.
You just hit under. There's not. How is that going to save
It's
you?
not.
Well, it's just something that
No.
it's
How's that
not.
going to save you from the
It-
blast?
I know, but it teaches order, is what it does. So instead of panic, this is what you do.
It's not going to save them.
Hey, I mean, like just like with the tornado drills,
Mm-hmm.
we went out into the hallway and put our heads between our knees.
Best place to
we
go is
put
a bathroom,
We
isn't
put
it?
a big textbook over our necks.
Oh, we didn't
Really?
do that.
So
Oh, we
We
didn't.
literally did the duck.
Yeah,
and-
you put
Duck
your
and cover.
you put your head between your knees in
They
the hallway.
we got a textbook. Put this, open it and put the spine over your neck.
That's
so
a good
if
idea.
any falling debris hits the book, it might save your life.
Wow. Oh, so
You
you're
know?
talking about
Maybe.
folding it like this way?
Yeah.
You open it.
You
just-
open it and put it like this.
So you're like this?
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
the bigger the textbook, the better.
That's actually a really good idea. So let's move on to California.
Okay.
So this married couple had 13 kids. Well, it was ages 3 to 29.
Yeah.
Kept them bound in their own home. Nobody knew about it.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
what
you
I don't
saw-
understand. 13 kids and nobody knew
Well,
about it.
but-
Apparently, what neighbors were saying was like, you would, these people are a little off, but you
See-
wouldn't think that anything about them.
Well, and the kids, they weren't only in the house. They
Yeah.
were seen
They
by
went
the
on
public.
vacations and stuff. There's
So,
photos of them.
I think, and they said when the cops got them out of there that they were in good spirits. I think that's just what they thought life was.
They were chained to their beds and living in like pretty much like that's where they went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
so
It was very dirty.
apparently it was a 17-year-old girl
That
who
got
escaped and called.
Sure.
And she
Apparently she looked like she was 10.
Yeah.
like, yeah. Well, it said that this, from the report that I read, this family was also extremely religious, but it doesn't say what religion they were.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if it was like a cult thing or what, but that's what I thought. It was like it's all mental torture, is what I mean. Some physical, but like pretty much mental torture. You can get in people's heads, and
Yeah.
or they all just kind of gave up and said, "Well, let's just give in. This is how we're going to survive together
See,
as children."
It's a psychological
I guess
thing.
if you get to the 29-year-old, that's not a kid, and
Yeah.
No, but he spent the last almost 3 decades living like this, so he thought that this is
that's why I think
this
was
is normal.
they were just thought that's what life was.
Oh,
the
God.
parents both got a $9 million.
I was just going to ask,
bond.
did you hear what the bond
So
was?
they're-
$9 million.
they're
They're not
dollars.
getting out anytime soon.
I don't know anybody that's going to give them
who
$9
would
million.
even want to,
Right.
No.
So it's just a terrible thing, and it brings up the issue: how nosy of a neighbor should you be?
Yeah, Alex hasn't even met our neighbors.
I don't think.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you did today?
Not today. I met them when they were moving in.
Well, I mean, recently you haven't seen them.
No, they have a completely different schedule than we do.
I've never known my neighbors in every place that I lived except home.
Rick was my neighbor.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, but
He was my upstairs neighbor.
Upstairs
and
neighbor.
and that's how we met him. And then we had
our direct upstairs neighbor was
he was a radio DJ.
DJ who
I don't
was
know.
awesome.
Parker
Parker
Thomas
Thomas,
for
yeah.
98.9 The Bear.
Yeah.
He's not there anymore.
No, I don't know
he's
where he
not.
went.
No, he was a pretty cool guy.
And
I mean, I remember our neighbors in Chicago only because I was trying to open a bottle of wine at home and I realized that I didn't have a corkscrew. Yeah, I was 21 at the time and
I
I
got something afterwards.
I walked outside and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be the friendly neighbor. I'm going to walk down because I know that the one man is deaf and I know he can't hear me, but the other woman across, I know that I can knock on her door and she's an old lady. I'm like, I'm sure she has a corkscrew. So I
Yeah.
knocked on her door and she's a very scared old woman. She like barely opened the door. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm your neighbor. I was just, I'm trying to open a bottle of wine, realize I don't have a corkscrew. Do you have one? She got all friendly. It's like, no, but I know our neighbor upstairs does because I have to borrow his sometimes.
Jeez,
So
the
we, like-
corkscrew's like 89
I know,
cents.
but we
Right.
walked up. So the funny thing is, we walked upstairs and we talked to the neighbor, and I got introduced to that guy, which he was really nice too, and he was probably in his 40s, and he's like,
Right.
I have a question though. Should I be giving this to you? And I was like, why? He's like, are you old enough to be drinking this wine?
A legitimate question.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
laughed. I was like, well, yeah, I'm 21. But he was just like, all right, just bring it back. But it was awkward. Like, I just went and knocked on random people's door. I need a fucking corkscrew.
Well, Alex, you accidentally kind of got introduced to our other neighbor, Tinsy, by hearing her and her boyfriend having
Throes
sex.
of passion.
Yeah.
I was outside and it was loud.
Is that here?
No, that was
this
in
is in
Chicago.
Chicago as well. They had the
I
windows
I
open.
was outside waiting for someone so we could open up our door. And it was at night, and it's just, they had their window open. It was summertime, and it was like, oh my God. It's like, chill out, people.
Well, when you hit the spot, it's
I
right.
guess. I was like, Josh, you should go outside.
So why? So I can listen?
You don't hear that stuff every day.
No,
We'll talk about The Office later.
no, you can do The Office now. It's fine.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I finished it, the
Yeah.
whole series.
Thoughts?
I always stopped watching when I think I finished the season that Steve Carell left in
Mhm.
because I don't think he
That was
finished.
7.
is season 7.
Yes.
I think he left a couple episodes before the end because they were interviewing all those big names.
Yeah, Jim Carrey and Ray Romano.
Will
and
Arnett.
Didn't Will Ferrell get interviewed too?
Well, he ended up getting it. That was at the beginning.
He was the first. He was the
the
replacement.
first one, and he died, I think. He got seriously injured dunking a basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, so season 8, Andy's the manager. It was fine. I really did not like Nellie.
No, Alex hates
I
Nellie.
I don't like her.
She hates her body shape, the way she looks, the way she talks.
I just
just
don't think
all of that.
she is over exaggerated. I just don't think that she fit at all.
I didn't like her in season 8, but in season 9, I thought she was much better.
She was a redeeming character, trying to redeem herself from being a bitch.
So, in season, I really did not like season 9. I did not.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Well, I figured that was kind of implied.
Yeah.
I did not like. It was the same thing with Jim and Pam. It took them 4 seasons to get together, and now they're fighting and possibly hinting at splitting up because of his business in Philadelphia. Did not like that. But what made it all worth it was when you finally get to Dwight's wedding.
Oh, yeah. Everything was great.
I could not remember. I thought I read somewhere that Steve Carell said when he left, he would not be back. So then you're at the wedding. Dwight and Jim are talking, and Jim's like, look, I can't be your best man because the best man has to be older than the groom.
Right.
And I thought, it's going to be Steve. It's going to be Steve.
Yeah.
And it pans over, and there he is. And I audibly shouted, yes! 'Cause I wanted to see him.
I liked that they were like documentary coming out, and they actually made it like a fourth wall breaker.
I was not expecting them to actually
Show
do
it?
something with the documentary.
That was very
I thought
nice.
that was
I liked
cool.
it.
Yeah.
I liked that whole panel thing they did. I thought it was kind of cheesy that they put Aaron's mom and dad in the
Are you
crowd.
kidding me? That makes
do.
me tear up.
I do like that at that panel or whatever where they're just like, oh my god, no one's watching this, and then Andy's
he
like,
walks outside.
Yeah, he walks out and what is it?
Rid-it-did-do. They just keep on chanting it.
Jenna Fisher was asked about coming back for the revival that NBC is supposedly doing, and she said she has not been approached. So I don't know if they just haven't got to casting yet, or
if they're doing a new cast.
if they're doing some new cast. But she said she would only do it if Greg Daniels,
Greg Daniels, yes.
But he has to be at the helm, or she wouldn't do
The
it.
writer or
okay.
creator.
John Krasinski's not coming back.
No, there's no way.
He is just
It's way too
he is
busy.
movie after movie right
He
now.
might have cameos, but I mean,
I don't know.
if
don't know.
Jenna Fisher was a part of it, I think you'd have to squeeze him in somehow.
Yeah, I could see him maybe being a Batman character.
Maybe.
Not necessarily Batman, but
I don't know. He's really grown.
because
on
they're
me.
already talking about Affleck being done now.
Yep.
Like there's a video where
I'm fine with that.
he's got one more maybe, and that's probably the Joker. Him and the Joker again.
I hope not.
What's wrong?
Because he's gonna screw it up. He's gonna screw it
This
up.
again.
Okay,
Nope,
let's
done.
not talk about
Everybody said it. We said it before. Everybody said it in 2007. And it was fine.
No.
If anybody screwed up Joker, it was fucking, what's his name? Leto.
No.
Yes.
No. I liked him and I want him
I
back.
gotta get a popcorn tin just to watch you guys argue about the Joker.
I'm entitled to my own opinion.
So am I.
Okay, well, I like Jared Leto.
And I don't.
Favorite Joker, go.
Jack Nicholson.
Jared Leto.
Heath Ledger.
What? You put Leto ahead of
No,
Heath Ledger?
I really only said that to get a reaction out of you. No. Heath Ledger.
And you like Nicholson more than Ledger. All right. You want to talk about Walmart? I don't know anything about this, so.
As we talked about before on the podcast, I really, really hate grocery shopping. That is all Josh. He's the cook of our little family.
Just our little family.
Our little family. The two of us.
Yeah.
So I hate. I've only enjoyed going grocery shopping at one place, and that's where we lived in Chicago.
Right.
Now,
So-
before you go any farther, I
Yeah.
do want to point out that I've told you how to make it, not just by click list. What time did you go?
I don't know, noon, 1.
Uh-huh. If you would go at like 9,
Yeah.
it would be a much more tolerable experience.
AM or PM?
AM.
Who's up that early on their days off?
Uh,
Everybody else?
Yeah.
Not
that's
us.
true. Anyways, so what I did is, all right, so the reason why I don't like going grocery shopping, for one, I don't ever know where anything's at because Josh does the grocery shopping anyway.
I do.
And for two, and that frustrates me. And then I usually have to call him instead of going to an employee and asking, because he knows where stuff is at, and I have to spend 10 minutes trying to
they
find
have
someone.
signs above the aisles.
I know, but there's certain stuff that isn't labeled or
Yes.
specialty things. So anyway, so that's reason number one. Number two is I've always hated going grocery shopping, mainly because I hate going to a lot of the stuff that we need is in the cold section, and I hate being cold, and I do not like going. I do not like going into the cold
She's
section.
like-
Wear a coat.
Doesn't matter. I'm still
It's
cold.
not cold in the section.
Yeah, it is. I don't like it.
She still has this issue.
I just don't like it. I am like the worst person to take grocery shopping.
Well,
anyways, okay, so that's
guess
just
so.
that, and I just don't. People are stupid too. But anyways, that's what we're gonna go into. Is I went to Walmart over the weekend all by myself because Josh wanted to stay home and work on this podcast.
Oh, wait a minute. It was on the weekend?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. It was
Doesn't-
on Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah, Sunday, which I know is like the worst day to go grocery
Yeah.
shopping. I know.
Yeah.
But we needed some stuff. One of the things I ran into was just everybody is in a rush.
Yep.
I'm just sitting there. I have nothing to do all day. So I am slowly, for once, I really don't care about not finding anything. I have the time to be able to just go and circle around if I need to find something. I mean, everyone. It's like the rules of the road kind of thing. Like, if I'm going this way, you don't come at me. Or, like, people are, if you're coming out of a side aisle, don't roll out of a side aisle going 50 miles an hour and hit me with your car. Like, it's a yield. There's there's the go lane, the stop lane, and the yield lane in grocery stores.
So they have to post speed limits and signs.
Well, no, you just, when you're pulling out and you're turning a corner,
You look.
you look both ways, right?
I do.
I was hit by someone coming.
Oh, you didn't tell me you were hit.
I had to save it for the
Your
podcast.
cart was hit.
My cart was hit by someone rolling out of a side aisle. I was
Really?
not a side aisle. I was the straight aisle. The
Wow.
one where everybody's in. And it was going fast. And they're just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, it hit my cart.
Fuckers.
Like, are you serious?
Oh, if that was me,
Yes, I know.
that wouldn't have been good.
I know. So anyways, so there was that. There, people are just in general, just looking around, people are in a freaking rush. It's either that or they're looking down at their phone while they're pushing the cart. Not watching where they're going, just like they're driving. So
Wait. People look at their phones that often while they're driving?
Well, that's what a growing problem is people texting while driving. Number two, the thing that really takes me off is I have a whole bunch of items, and I have some items that I don't want to go through self-checkout for. I prefer to have someone bag my groceries and check me out.
Nope.
I do.
Nope.
I know that you like to do the
Especially
self-checkout.
not with the belt ones now.
Well,
Oh.
I had
the belt self-checkouts.
Yeah.
I had I was in a 20 items or less aisle. Okay, so here's number one. They switched cashiers right when I was putting my stuff on, so that's not a big deal. But this lady, one reason why I don't wear acrylic nails, for one, is because I can't because of my job. For two, when the one time I had only ever had acrylic nails, you can't grab anything, you can't type anything because your nail gets in the way because it's super freaking long, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we wouldn't know.
This woman had acrylic nails, I'm not joking, out to about right here, so about an inch or two.
Oh my God.
Off of her fingernail, okay? So she kept mishitting buttons. I'll show you the receipt. She kept double charging me for things, having to go back, hit another button because she'd hit something and her fingernail would hit the button above it. So there was this. Hold on, I'm not done. There was this. And then she went to go pull the plastic bag out that was pushed together. You know, they're all stuck together.
Yes.
She couldn't get it because her fingernails were too long. And then she put some lotion on, covered her hands in lotion, and grabbed my bag and made them sticky.
Okay, so I understand your frustrations because I share them.
Oh, yeah.
But you
I'm in the same boat right there.
actively ignored everything to make this easier on yourself.
I know.
Self-checkout for one.
I know.
That's why I always do it. No matter how
You
many items I
go
have.
at the busiest time possible.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
it
a
wasn't
Sunday
that busy.
afternoon.
I got right into the line.
But it's
Got checked out right away.
must be fairly busy if someone. Well,
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you're
you're
getting
never
hit.
going to be grocery shopping alone. But if
Right.
someone's running into you,
Unless
there's
you're going at, like,
obviously
three
No,
people
that's
o'clock
just
in the
that's just
morning.
people being impatient.
If you go at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's going to be no one there.
So-
I'm telling you, just try click lists, and all
Fine.
your problems will be solved.
Fine.
But I get it. I don't. If it's after 10 o'clock on the weekend, I sure as hell am not going. If it's in the week, I won't go after Noon.
This lady charged me for my bag of Doritos 3 times
Oh
and
my.
had to cancel it because she kept hitting the wrong button. All right, I have a couple more complaints about this 2-minute experience.
Go
so
ahead.
not only did she have issues getting the bag open after she put her glob of disgusting sticky lotion on her hands and made my bag sticky, she was single bagging my items.
That's so
Oh my
annoying.
God.
Single bagging my items. I can't even like think right now. I'm
Trash
so
bags.
pissed.
You got
she
trash
put
bags?
trash bags in one bag. She put my Lysol in one bag. She put my Pine Sol in one bag. Like, bag the items together.
Yeah, that's what they teach you in the CBLs at Walmart.
That's why. All right, so this is what I wanted to ask about the bagging thing real quick.
Yeah.
You guys both worked at Walmart. What training do you go through about bagging? Do you,
You
go
don't.
through training?
Well,
Yeah.
I never went through cashier training.
Did you not?
No, I was never a cashier. I learned register back in electronics.
Really?
And then I would just go up.
Okay.
It's common sense.
You still have to take the computer learning system in order to be approved to get on a register.
Might have. I honestly don't remember. To me, it's common sense. You try to put like items together, and you have 5 to 6 items per bag, so that you get the most out of the bag.
See, for me,
I bought.
I bag heavy.
I bought
All the
probably 15 items. I came home with like 13 bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were small items.
When I'm bagging my own stuff, I bag it as full as possible.
Josh even pointed out when I called him and said, hey, I've got a lot of bags in here. Can you come out and help me? And I'd had some bags that she bagged I just went ahead and put them in the bags that they should have been in, bagged together. And Josh goes, well, why'd they bag them like this? I said, I bagged them like this. I'm like, like he pointed it out. So the last thing that I'm going to complain about is the person standing behind me. So this is a 20 items or less. Okay. So I only have small items. Before, for one, she also said, because she's single bagging my items and there's only like 6 in this little reel of bags, there's only like 6 bags available, and then she puts one in a bag, spins it, puts another one in a bag, spins it. She gets about 6 items deep into my 15 items and then goes, do you think you can pull your cart forward and start loading your cart?
Well, you should be doing
Oh, no.
She was single bagging my items.
that. Or you thought she was going to bag more?
Yeah.
Because they don't spin it until they're done.
Single bag, spin.
Well,
and then
that
and then
means-
she looked at me with a rude
That
look and said,
means
do you think you could put your cart forward?
When they spin that around, that means that's yours to put in your
Yeah.
And
cart.
I looked at it like, that's not full.
You should have said something. You should have said, oh, would you fill them
okay,
first?
so on top of that, I have my cart next to my left side, and then the bags are to my right. So she tells me to do that, so I'm like, okay. So I don't even have my wallet out yet, and this fucker behind me pulls up and is pushing my cart even further to put
Start loading the belt.
No, not load the belt. Like, he was pushing it as if he was like going to be at the, like, I'm about to put my card in the slot, and
like
he's
this.
like pushing
Did you
my
say
cart.
anything?
No, I just
You
gave it-
need to say
Wait a
something.
minute,
I
wait
just
a
gave him a
minute.
dirty look.
I don't know about you guys, but
I
when
would say something.
When I get
I'd
up
blow
there
up.
and I'm loading my cart,
He's like
it's-
pushing me out of the way.
It's at the end of the turntable.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that yet. She had just
No,
started
I mean
doing
I
that.
don't. I load the bags into the cart that's at the end of the turntable. The cart should not be in front of the register.
I guess, but
Do you-
either way,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what
Do
you're
you
saying.
agree?
I
Do you agree?
Yes.
I don't care. I don't go grocery shopping. Anyways,
I would have
so-
said something
Sounds
to
like
this
you
guy.
shouldn't anymore. Either.
No, I
Yeah,
hate
right?
it. I hate it. But yeah, so this guy's like pushing me out of the way, and I'm like, and he's got more than 20
You
items.
know
by
what
the
he's
way,
probably thinking?
They
Why
don't
isn't
care.
her cart at the end of the turntable?
you. Either way, this whole experience. Was
No,
just,
don't
like,
apologize.
it was
Alex
just-
needs to
it was
laugh
just-
this
no,
off.
No, I don't. It's just stupid, and another reason why I don't go grocery shopping.
No, I agree and understand completely.
I didn't want to grab my bags after it. She had like loaded her hands with this nasty thick lotion and made my bags all sticky.
Just do what you got to do to have a better experience.
Self-checkout
Ugh.
is my first step. I don't-
Clickless. Just try. I'm gonna try it.
Well, see here, you haven't yet?
No, because I don't live up here yet.
Then why are you promoting it?
Because of just what it is. You don't have to do anything.
Well, you don't have to do anything if you do self-checkout.
You have to park and walk in and walk around the store with people.
You
Josh,
have to
we're gonna
park
all right.
as
All
well,
right,
too.
we have to get groceries this weekend. Let's try it.
No, I like
Literally,
to pick my shit
with
out.
Click
myself.
List is you park in a spot, they bring it to
bring
your
it out.
car.
I get that. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna try
You,
it.
you when you park, there's on the sign it says call this number when you're here. We will bring it out to you.
Yes. So we're gonna try it. If we're not satisfied, then we have something to talk about. Patience is gone. Courtesy is gone, and bagging is out the window.
It
Common
is
sense is out the window.
as dumb as it sounds, bagging groceries is a skill.
It is. reason that person did not have the skill.
Have a particular skill set.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, T-shirt Tuesday on our Twitter page, which is at PTO Unlimited. I'm gonna punch my mic. At PTO Unlimited on our Twitter page. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter. Like the post and retweet the post of our T-shirt Tuesday giveaway, which we did not pin that up. Make sure you do that.
We'll do it.
It will be pinned to the top of our Twitter page. So just make sure you do that in order for a chance to win our Aftercast shirt. We're all wearing our regular podcast shirt. So, I mean, you get something a little special. Just saying. So make sure you do that. We really appreciate it. We like the fact that people are on it immediately, and do that. Get on our Twitter page. All right, guys. 93, 100th recording. So thanks for joining us, guys.
Bye.
Bye.